On the streets, there was anger. Riot police were called in to try to control demonstrators protesting outside the Capitol.
On April 23, 2010, Arizona Governor Jan Brewer signed one of the most controversial immigration laws called Senate Bill 1070. This law gives authority to state officials to stop anyone who they reasonably suspect to be illegal aliens. After the bill was signed, marches, protests, and boycotts broke out around the nation because of the bill's extreme inequality. SB 1070 predominantly targets people of Latino descent, as well as other people of color who are mistakenly categorized as Hispanic.
My signature today represents my steadfast support for enforcing the law, both against illegal immigration and against racial profiling. This legislation.
President Obama blasted the bill, calling it misguided.
The recent efforts in Arizona, which threaten to undermine basic notions of fairness that we cherish as Americans.
The governor.
Senate Bill SB 1070 violates the Fourth Amendment that ensures that unreasonable search and seizure of a person's home and property is illegal unless a search warrant or a similar court order is presented by the law enforcer. However, SB 1070 contradicts the Fourth Amendment, allowing a law enforcement officer without a warrant to arrest a person if the officer has probable cause to believe that that person has committed any public offense that makes the person removable from the United States.
How do you prove that they're not illegal?
It has to do with their conduct, what type of clothes they're wearing, their speech. They admit it. They may have phony IDs. A lot of variables involved.
You judge people and arrest them based on their speech and the clothes that they're wearing, sir?
No, when they're in the vehicle with someone that has committed a crime, we have the right to talk to those people. When they admit they are here illegally.
This clip shows how Joe Arpaio detects illegal immigrants in Arizona.
Let's go back. You just told me that you arrest a people and turn them over to the feds even if they haven't committed a crime.
No, they did commit a crime. They are here illegally.
But how did you know that?
This bill causes racial profiling because it requires officers to judge people solely on appearance, which causes discrimination. Stereotypes are made by officers to distinguish if the individual appears to be illegal or not. These stereotypes are problematic because they target the Latino culture specifically. These are the reasons that make this bill such a controversial topic.
What's wrong with that? If it's a crime, it's only a misdemeanor.
If it's a crime, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're going to target people based on who they are, in this case Mexican American, but if there was anybody, that is racial profiling on its face. To say that we're going to stop the incoming of people that are Mexicans into America is to say that you're going to look for people that look Mexican, which is racial profiling for a lot of very legal citizens of Hispanic descent. That's the problem with it.
Joe?
SB 1070 will be another task police officers will have to enforce, which means less enforcement in other areas. The bill will cause tension between the officers and the citizens and will only make the officers' job harder because they will have to question people's identity due to what the law states, reasonable suspicion. SB 1070 is not fair to the American citizens because they are all subject to racial profiling. According to the law, American citizens will be considered illegal immigrants within the state of Arizona until proven of their citizenship.
This video portrays our views on SB 1070. We are firmly against it, and we personally believe that the federal government should create an immigration reform that will improve immigration without targeting any specific race. America was built on immigrants that united as one to create one of the most powerful nations.
If you'd like more information about the bill or want to see what people are saying about SB 1070, visit our Facebook page.
I wish the way I was living could stop serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I